Good evening, my dear kids. Today we are going to start our first lesson. Actually, last day we did introduction to computing. We have discussed we have discussed about history of the computer, which is quite difficult topic for the moment. I think since most of you are still to start grade 6 because some have just finished their scholarship examination. So we will be starting our first lesson today. So this lesson will not be difficult because this is the real original, or this is the actual first lesson that we are going to start, because last day it was just the introductory session because there were some came to just see the class, and today we will be starting from lesson number 1. So if you have questions, you are free to unmute or your mic, and then you can ask questions from that, right? Okay, let me first share my screen. If you have any question, you can just send it to us. So the chat section. කෙනෙක් දාලා තියෙනවා ඇහෙන්න කියලා. I think you can hear me, no? Isn't that so? Can you all?
Sir, we can hear.
Yeah, you can hear. That means, okay, I'll text him. Okay, so let me share my screen. Hopefully you can see the slides there in the screen, and I'm going to start the slideshow here. Okay, සිංහල මීඩියම් වලින් පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් අවශ්‍ය කට්ටිය මම ඔයගලන්ට කියලා තියෙන සිංහල මීඩියම් ක්ලාස් එකටත් එන්න. මොකද ඉංග්‍රීසි මීඩියම් එකේ අපි මේන්ලි කරන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසි මීඩියම්, only in English medium. So there will be few words used for Sinhala. Therefore, please try to adjust that style, or if you cannot understand, you can come to Sinhala medium class, because the same content will be shared in that class, but the lesson will be conducted in Sinhala medium. Sinhala medium class එකේදී එකම content එක, මේ content එකම තමයි කරන්නේ. හැබැයි lesson එක Sinhala medium වලින් කරනවා. ඉතින් කාට හරි ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවා නම් සිංහලෙන් මේක ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් යන්නේ කොටා. එම තේරෙන්නේ නැති ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා නම් දැන් ඊට කලින් පැයේ තමයි සිංහල මීඩියම් එක තිබ්බේ. කියන 6ට පටන් ගත්තේ. ඒ ක්ලාස් එකට join වුණා නම් ඒකට විසඳුම හම්බ වෙනවා. හැබැයි මේ ක්ලාස් එක කියන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසි මීඩියම් වලින්. ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා please adjust to that style, because I cannot do both lessons in Singlish, Sinhala and English. Then that is not the way to cater you all, because some English medium students are there, they need this thing, they need to conduct the class in English medium. So those who cannot hear, I think better try with another device. So then, because if this is a common problem, I can help, but ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ පැත්තේ මොකක් හරි අවුලක් තියෙනවා නම් it's difficult to help this time, because we have only 1 hour. I am using this 1 hour to teach you. So then otherwise it will be an issue, because I cannot concern on the class. Hari. So today we are going to learn what is computers. So basically, how many of you can recognize devices in this computer? How many of you can recognize the devices? Just without reading the names, don't read this. If you read this, you will understand. So therefore, don't read this. Be honest. Be honest to yourself. And then, any one of you know this device? What is this? This is? Yeah, you can answer.
Monitor.
Yeah, that is monitor. And
Monitor.
what is this? Keyboard.
Monitor. Keyboard.
Yeah, what is this one?
Keyboard.
This tower-like thing, what is this? This one that I'm showing this one.
CPU.
Yeah, that was the answer I was expecting.
CPU.
CPU, but that answer is not really correct. Okay, it's something similar to that. Okay. CPU. No, the answer is not CPU. CPU එක නෙවෙයි answer එක. The reason is this. හේතුව මේකයි. Okay. අපි ඉස්සල්ලා අපි ගැන බලමු. Let's concern about ourselves. Don't think about computer, forget about computer. Think about our ears. So if you take anything inside our body, if you take anything from outside to our body, then we call input device. So think about your ears. Is it input or output? Is it taking something in or taking something or giving something out? What do you think?
Output.
Yes. Yes. Giving something in. You can hear now. You can hear. You can take sounds from outside world. So that is acting as input device. So we call input device. We keep this is in. We are taking things in. We call input device. Okay, think about our mouth. Mouth. Is it input or output? Mouth. Is it input or output? One said output. Okay. Is it input or output? අපේ කට input එකක්ද output එකක්ද? Input. It's working as input and output both. Why? When we are taking food in, අපි food එහෙම නැත්නම් drink එකක් මොනවා හරි දෙයක් අපි ගනිද්දී we call it is input. We take things in, input. But when we talk, it is output. So it is working as input and output both. It's working as input and output both. What about our nose? Input or output?
Both.
Both. Yes. We are inhale and exhale. No? Inhale means husma ganna, ashwasa ganna, inhale. And exhale. Exhale means prashwasa. Husma pita karana. So our nose is working as input and output. It supporting both inhale and exhale. What about eyes? Input or output?
Input.
Yeah, eyes can be treated as input device because we can capture images, visuals from eyes. But let's see, I'm doing something like this. Or I'm blinking my eyes or like this. Then it will work as output device, but mainly it is input device. Mainly it is input component. Similar to that, okay, similar to our human body, similar to us. Computers will also get similar components. For an example, to listen, we have ears. Computers, it got something called microphone. Through microphone, you can feed a sound. Through microphone, you can feed a sound. So microphone is in input or output? Microphone? Input, because we can feed some sound in. Sound එකක් ඇතුළට දෙන්නනේ පුළුවන් microphone. Therefore, we will call that input device. Okay, what about keyboard? What about keyboard? Is it input? Yeah, it is input device. It is the primary input device. It is the primary input device. Why I am telling it is primary input device? Yeah. The reason for making that primary input is this. So you can see this mobile phone, you can see keyboard is there. If you take a remote, keyboard is there. If you have like a smartphone, still you have touch screen. It has a keyboard, right? If you are using a desktop computer, still you have this keyboard. Desktop computer, you have the keyboard. If you are using a laptop computer, still you have the keyboard. If you are using a remote controller, let's say if you are using a remote controller like this, if you're using a remote controller, still you have keypad, right? Therefore, we call keyboard is the primary input device. Any device, any kind of device, even think about switches in your room, switches, that even has keys. So keyboard is the primary input. What is the primary output? Primary output? Main output or the primary output, main pradhana output, primary output.
Monitor.
Yeah, it is monitor. Screen, better we call screen. Monitor, you can call monitor, that is okay, but screen keyword vada nivaradi. Screen or the monitor, that is the primary output. So here you can see in this remote you have small screen. This is not monitor but small screen. In this mobile phone, this is a small mobile phone, you have screen. So when you take your laptop, you have screen. In your desktop, you have screen. Right? Any kind of computing device, it has kind of screen. Right? That is why I'm calling that screen rather than telling monitor. Monitor key screen. Now we learned two basic things. If you are taking something into your system, you call input device. Taking something in from outside the world, we call input device. Giving something out, you call output device. So then we learn what is the primary input device. Primary input device is, yes, keyboard. What is the primary output device? Primary output device is monitor. Screen. Yeah, screen. Yes, that's right. Okay. Then, okay. Then microphone is input device. Speaker? Output. Yeah, speaker is used to give something out. Printer?
Output.
Yeah.
Output device.
Right. Then scanner.
Output device.
Scanner means, is it input or output?
Input device.
Yeah, it is input device. Why? Because scanner means scanner is used to read something or take something in. Scan. Right? Any scanner, think about sometimes you might have seen scanners in shops, barcode readers and all. Those are also scanners. Those are called handheld scanners. Then in maybe in hospitals, you have X-ray scanners, MRI scanners, ultrasound scanners. Those are also scanners. Scanners are used to scan and take something in. Scan and take something in. That's why it is input device. Okay, now you have idea. Great. Let's move to the next one. So this is clear image. You can see monitor, then keyboard, mouse. So what is the purpose of modem? What is the purpose of modem? This one? Modem? Any reason to use modem? Anyone? Can anyone answer? What is the purpose of this one? Disk drive, floppy
Storage,
disk.
sir.
Sorry?
Storage.
Yeah, floppy disk, storage. Disk drive, storage. CD-ROM, storage. CD-ROM drive to read input from CD. Take inputs from CD, you have CD-ROM. DVD, storage. DVD-ROM to take inputs from DVD. You have DVD-ROM. Those are storage. Why we need storage? Why we need storage? Any reason why we need to store? Reason to use storage or store? Why?
To save data.
Yes, then we can reuse data. When you store, we can reuse. These days, okay, these days with this COVID pandemic situation, මේ දවස්වල තියෙනවා ඒක corona COVID pandemic situation එකක් කියලා අපි කියනවා. ඒ ආපදා තත්ත්වය. Then most of the people they went to supermarkets and they bought as much as possible. So maybe noodles, rice, many things, but not to consume, to store. Why storing? Because then in case of a disaster, you can reuse. Why people are storing? Because they can reuse in case of a disaster or in case of unavailability, they can access the storage. Okay, let me give practical example. I'm going to give you a practical exercise, actually, not example, exercise. So tell me the answer. I have asked this last day also.
Given information
Sorry.
need us.
I think I got an interruption. Okay, anyway, right. I'll give you an exercise. So what is 10 plus 12? Answer me. 10 plus 12.
22.
22.
22.
Okay, great. 10 plus 2, 22. How many of you wrote down that question? 10 plus 12. කී දෙනෙක් එක ලියා ගත්තද? 10 plus 12. ලිව්වද කොහේ හරි? නෑ නේද? ලිව්වේ නෑනේ නේද? 10 plus 12 ලිව්වද?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
Why? Because it is small. No, you can memorize. You can keep it in your memory. Yes, you can keep it in your memory. It is small. Small things you can keep it in your memory. No need to write down. Still you can remember the answer. Answer is 22. Still you can remember that. That is your memory. Okay, so let's take a question like this. 10 plus 12 divide by 2 multiply by 3 add 52 to that, divide again by 33 and give me the answer. Okay, now you need pen and pencil and a book. You need storage now. Understood? Earlier, when question was small, you didn't use a storage device. When question was small, inputs are small, instructions are small, then no need of having storage, no? But when instructions are big, when you have more data, when you have more information, it is not possible to answer without storage. Computer will face the same problem. So it has memory. It has main memory. It has main memory. But the thing is, when it gets more information, එයාට තොරතුරු ගොඩක් හම්බුනාම main memory එක මදි. Main memory එක මදි හින්දා, since the main memory is not enough, what it does? It uses storages. Give me a few examples for storages. Examples for storages. What are the storages? Or secondary, we call secondary storages. What are the secondary storages used by computer? මොන වගේ secondary storages තියෙන computer එකට? CD, correct. Anything? Floppy.
USB. Drive.
USB,
Pen
yeah.
drive.
Pen drive, correct. Anything else?
Hard disk.
Hard disk, correct.
Blu-ray.
Blu-ray disc, correct. Right? Okay, you answered a lot. You have given a lot of examples. All are correct. CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc is actually, it is also a kind of DVD, but new technology DVD. CD is correct, DVD correct, floppy disk correct, then hard disk correct, external hard disk correct, USB or pen drive, that is also correct. And you forgot one thing, I think. Memory cards, SD card, micro SD cards, those are also secondary storage. You have in your mobile phones, you have memory cards, no? That is secondary storage. Right? Why you need secondary storage? The main reason that you need secondary storage is when you have more information, it is not possible to keep in memory. Memory is not enough. Similar to the problem that we answered, ne? පොඩි ගානක් දුන්නම මතක තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. ලොකු ගානක් දුන්නම මතක තියාගන්න memory එකේ ඉඩ නැහැ. So therefore you had to write down it. ඔයාලට එක ලියා ගන්න වෙනවා. ඒ ලියා ගන්න වගේ තමයි computer එකටත් instructions ගොඩක් හම්බුණා. When it get more instruction, more data, it uses its secondary storage to store those data. So now we know three things: input, output, secondary storage, and as well as we have something called memory. I think you can see here, it is inside this system unit, not CPU. In this system unit, inside that you have memory. We call random access memory. And actually, I didn't answer the question why modem. Why we need modem? The reason for the modem is something like this. Okay, let's say we can talk. So when we talk using mobile phone or landline, any telephone, you can actually understand that, no? If I get a call, I can answer the call and I can understand, okay, what they are telling and all, I can understand. But can these devices understand this? Can computers understand this? Computers වලට තේරෙනවද මේ එන call එහෙම? තේරුණොත් එම් හොඳට තේයිනේ.
No, sir.
If mobile phone understood.
No, sir.
Yeah, mobile phone එකට තේරුණොත්.
No, sir.
Yes. Mobile phone එකට තේරුණොත් ඔයාලා call කරගෙන.
No, sir.
What will happen? If mobile phone understood what you are telling, mobile phone will start smiling, start crying, right? It will feel sad. It will feel upset due to human feelings, but it cannot understand what you are telling. So what we are exchanging or what we are sharing is we call basically analog information. We share analog information. Analog means the real world information. But inside computer, you have 1 and 0s. You can see power on button even 1 and 0. It can understand digital signals or digital. Anyway, let's forget about digital and analog. Computer එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන current එක. හැබැයි අපි කතා කරනකොට current එකෙන් කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ. අපි කතා කරන්නේ වචන වලින්. අපේ චිත්‍ර තියෙන්නේ අපි දකින දේවල් තියෙන්නේ ඒ පාට වලින් එහෙම. හැබැයි computer එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන ඒවා current එක විදිහට, electricity විදිහට, power එකක් විදිහට. ඉතින් modem එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ අපේ world එකේ තියෙන ඒවා computer world එකට translate කරන්න. The reason for using modem is to convert analog signals to digital signals and digital signals to analog signals. Maybe this is a bit advanced for your level. So if you feel advanced, just forget it because you don't have modem in this grade 6. But anyway, if you can remember this. Why modem is used? To convert human readable analog signals to machine readable digital signals, and also to convert machine readable digital signals to human readable analog signals. That's why we are using a modem. So modem is input and output device. It will input analog, output digital. Here it will input digital, output analog. So that's why we are using a modem. So that is a bit advanced, just forget it. So let's move to the next topic. Okay, inside this, why I said that I asked you to not to tell CPU to this one. CPU කියන්නේ එපා කියලා මං කිව්වා මේකට. ඒක හරියට පාර යන මිනිස්සෙකුට මොලයක් කියනවා වගේ. When there's a person traveling there in the road, you can't call that person as a brain. Hey, see that there's a brain going on the road. You can't say like that, right? I cannot say brain is sitting in front of me and listening to this video or listening to this lesson. I can see 2 brains there. Oh no, 4 brains there. I cannot tell like that. It's similar to that. You can't call this cabinet or this unit CPU. Why? Because inside that you have the CPU. මේක ඇතුලේ තමා CPU එක තියෙන්නේ. මේ තියෙන this is CPU. This is CPU. This is called central processing unit. ඒකට කියනවා central processing unit එක කියලා. මධ්‍ය සැකසුම් මේකකේ. or CPU. Central processing unit. This is inside that. Your brain is inside your head. So since your brain is very important, no one can call you, hey brain, where you are going? Likewise, you can't call like that, right? That is not possible. Similar to that, even some people are calling this as CPU. That term is wrong because CPU is a device inside this cabinet. This cabinet is called system unit. This cabinet is called system unit. System unit එක ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා තමයි මේ CPU is inside system unit. RAM means the main memory. RAM, random access memory. Random access memory. CPU, central processing unit. CPU, central processing unit. RAM means random access memory. This is called main memory. And these are the additional storage. You have optical drive, DVDs, hard disk, floppy. Those are secondary storage. Floppy, hard disk, optical, secondary storage. And these are some additional equipments. These are some additional equipments. You get power supply, cooling fan, heat sink. These are additional equipments. Power supply, cooling fan, heat sink. These are supporting equipments. These are not, this is not input, output. This is not input, output or storage. This is not input, output or storage. These are supporting equipments. Motherboard is the main circuit board, main board connecting all these components. හරි motherboard කියලා කියන්නත් හේතුව mother කියන්නේ අම්මනේ හැමදේම සම්බන්ධීකරණය කරන්න ගෙදර නේද? බබාලගේ දේවල් කියන්නේ everything goes through the mother basically. Even father is heading the house. So communication channel is mother. Basically, if you want to tell something to your father, you go through your mother. So that is normally happening. See, similar to that, anything in the computer should be connected to this board, this circuit board. This is called motherboard, and it is inside the computer. Anyway, we will learn these components thoroughly in grade 7. Grade 7 වලදී තමයි මේ lesson එක ගොඩක් තියෙන්නේ. දැනට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඕන මොකද්ද? You need input devices, output devices. I'll give you an exercise, okay? So I'm not going to tell you everything now because I'm planning to give you a small exercise after this to find out input devices, output devices, memory, processing devices, and storage devices. There are 5 kinds. I'm repeating. Input devices, මොනවටද ගන්නෙ? To give inputs. Give something in. Output devices, to take something out. Processing devices, like central processing unit, to process something. The මං කිව්වා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට answer 10 plus 12. 10 plus 12 කිව්වම ඔයගොල්ලෝ කිව්වා 22. එතකොට මම දුන්නේ 10 plus 12. I have given 10 plus 12. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ මට දුන්නේ 22. කොහොමද එහෙම වුනේ? 10 plus 12 කොහොමද 22 වුනේ? අර plus කියන operation එක තමයි processing. Processor is responsible for that part. Processor can change our inputs according to the instructions and give different output. මම දුන්නේ 10යි 12යි වුණාට ඔයාලා දුන්නේ වෙනස්ම එකක්. How it happened? Because processor, that means your brain changed that. Your brain said 10 plus 12 is 22. Then your mouth said it is 22. Your mouth can only tell that. Mouth cannot think. Mouth can only tell what your brain thinks, mouth can tell. So when I give inputs like 10, 12, your brain calculated that and then you give the output through your mouth. And to memorize, you have memory. But memory is, it has very little capacity. Therefore, you need storages to save, or if you want to reuse additional data, you need storage devices. Right. I think now you have good idea about the computer system. So let's move. So what kind of computers that you can see in the world? These are the kind of computers you can see in the world. Not just this, these are directly computers. So which is the fastest? What do you think? Which is the fastest? Desktop or smartphone?
Desktop computer.
Desktop. Obviously, desktop is the fastest. Why? Because even with the same speed, same memory, same size of maybe same processing speed, same memory, same input output, still desktop can produce output fastly. So desktop is faster. Laptop is next. Next to laptop is netbook. Netbook is small kind of laptop. It's like 7-inch laptop. So why netbook? Because netbook can be used for when, especially you are traveling. Especially if you are traveling long distances, you can use a netbook. Laptop, if you are traveling a short distance, you can use a laptop. But if you are traveling long distance, you can use a netbook because it has good battery power. Because the screen is smaller. Screen එක පොඩි හින්දා battery වැඩි වෙලාවක් තියෙනවා. Processing power එකත් එච්චර වැඩි නැහැ. in the battery ගොඩක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. Hybrid means you can use this as a tab. The top part you can remove. This part you can remove and use it as a tab. Then the second part, this part, right? This part you can combine and use as a keyboard. The laptop එකක් විදියටත් පුළුවන්, laptop එකක් විදියට නැතුව මේ top part එක විතරක් use කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. So that's why this is called hybrid computer. Then tablet. Tablet means just this, it's similar to smartphone, but screen size is much bigger. Screen size is much bigger. Then you have smartphone. So that has a small capacity, small processing power, but can be similar to desktop. But the thing is, you can do few works, not much works. So there can be, you can join even using smartphone to this session. Tablet will allow, hybrid computer will allow, you can join it netbook, laptop or desktop. But in real world, you have some bigger computer than this. So මේවට වැඩිය ලොකු ඒවත් තියෙනවා computers. These are some bigger computers. The first one is called supercomputer. This one is also supercomputer. What is supercomputer? Can anyone explain what is supercomputer? Supercomputer එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? සුපිරි පරිගණකයක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? So what is supercomputer? Can anyone explain? Yes? What is a supercomputer? Can anyone give the answer? අපි දෙමු කාට හරි chance එකක්. හිතලා කියන්න. It seems no one is interested to give the answer. Okay. How many of you faced grade 5 scholarship program? I think all. No? All of you faced grade 5 scholarship program. Maybe this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, maybe this year or last year.
Yes, sir. Sir.
Then how you are going to see your results? So some of you might got results already. You got the result, right? Some of you got the results already, but some yet to receive the results. Some are waiting for results. How you are going to check your results? දන්නවද කවුරු හරි? How you are going to check your results? No one knows? Okay, there's a, okay, let me show this. Let me show. Okay, when you access Okay, when you access this website, doenets.lk, doenets.lk, donates.lk. Okay, when you access this website, so can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, when you access this website, you can see here grade 5 scholarship exam 2020 admission card is there. Okay, when you get the results, so basically results will be published here. When you click this result link, so you can see, okay, various results are here. So you can see open examination, whatever. Likewise, national dance in examination written. Lot of exam results are there. When grade 5 results are available, it will be released through this website. Right? Released through the same website, which is called donates.lk. doenets.lk. You can just search and find your result. Right? Here also you can see the results, school exam results. Right? Then you can type the exam and find out whether grade 5 scholarship, with the O-level or A-level examination. If it is a grade 5 scholarship, you can go here, type your index number and search. Right? So that is how you can get the results. So I need small break. Small break means only 1 minute or 2 minutes, 3 minutes break. 3 minutes break, because I have to save this video and come. So meanwhile, I invite you to go to this website and see doenets.lk and then click on school exam results. මේ website එකට යන්න. ඒක ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න school exam results. දැන් ඔයාලා මේ වෙනකොට results ඇවිල්ලා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට type කරලා බලන්න පුළුවන් index number එක. So let me save this and come back. Okay? මම මේක save කරලා ආයෙ එන්න මේ link එකෙන්ම join වෙන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ බලන්න එතක. මම වෙබ්සයිට් එක දාන්නම් මෙතන chat එකේ doenets.lk doenets.lk doenets.lk